podcast. I'm the Cambodia, aka Brown Dust. Joining us is our regular band of misfits. Special guests all the way from Japan today. We have Mr. Angelo, aka Jello, aka Hentai. Hentai. Sorry, Angelo. Say what's up to the people.
What's up, everyone?
And of course, our captain, Captain Connie.
Hello.
As always, delicious, Double D.
What up, what up?
And fantasy football expert who got his ass whooped on his first fantasy matchup, Russell.
Hey, any given Sunday, man.
All right, and of course we have 150.
What up, what up, what up?
All right, we usually start the show. With a quick strike question, but I think today, since it's a special day, I wanted to acknowledge, what happened 12 years ago in America. Joining us to remember what happened in New York and Washington.
Yes, all the way from Japan today.
Hey, who's listening to it at the same time?
AKA Hente.
I hear feedback. What's going on?
Say what's up to the people. And of course, our Captain Connie.
Kim.
Apparently, we're experiencing some technical difficulties. But anyways, I wanted to say that we'll never forget the events of September 11th and the people we lost. So just wanted to kind of acknowledge that before we get going. So with that said, let's just move on to the quick strike. And this week's quick strike question is, since summer is coming to an end, wanted to find out what's everyone's favorite summertime cocktail. Angelo, you want to go first?
First summertime cocktail, a nice cold Zima.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
Zima.
Oh yeah. I want
sponsor of the Hairflips and Layups show.
Captain.
My favorite summer cocktail this summer has been a mimosa. It's refreshing, and the orange juice is good for you, and bottle and
Double D?
American.
I don't know. Typically, I don't do cocktails in the summer. My summer drink of choice is usually beer. But if I'm strictly required to go by cocktails, I'll probably go with a mojito.
Oh man, that was my answer, fucker. 150.
Good drink.
I don't know how.
Because I love the fun fiesta nights. A nice, icy, with a lot of salt on the rim.
Of course.
A rim job.
Hey, you like it? You like it blended or over the rocks? Did you say?
You know what? I used to like it blended because blended is fun. But nowadays, I have to have it iced because that's when you get more alcohol.
That's your favorite drink regardless of summer.
Fun fiesta night lasts all year long in my life.
Here. And Russell.
Yeah, I'm a whiskey drinker, so nice either Jack, Glenfiddich, Johnny Walker, anything like that.
Okay.
That's my drink.
I guess it's just straight up. There's nothing mixed with Russell. I will go with Mecca, and the mojito is my favorite. Made popular by Colin Farrell in Miami Vice. Part of the reason I adopted it, and it's just a badass drink. So
what happened to your what's that? The gentleman's drink.
Oh, that's a gentleman's drink. This is my summer drink. There's a difference. But since we're talking about drinking, we want to introduce a new segment to the show. It's going to be the, quote, shot bet segment. And what this is since we're all in a fantasy football league, if you lose your weekly matchup, you have to take a shot. And we'll do that this week. And since I believe Angelo and I matched up and he lost, he's going to have
1 point.
By 1 point. Who else is on the panel or that lost?
Constance.
I lost.
Connie has to take a shot.
Any
Bobby
given
Hill
Sunday.
ratted him out.
So
Bobby
here's mine.
Double D, take a shot.
He's getting the shot for me.
And Russell takes the shot. And the champs for the week, myself and Neil, in the spirit of Hairflips and Layups, we will take a shot with you guys. So
Thank you.
I don't know what the hell this crap is, but I'm gonna have a buttery mixer. This pre-packaged mixed. Another proud sponsor of Hairflips and Layups.
all right, to set the stage for next week for the shot bet segment, we're gonna have predictions from everyone. And if you get it wrong, you'll have to take a shot in addition to your matchups. So next week's question or prediction is between the Niners and the Seahawks, who's going to take it? Let's start with Russell.
No. We can't. No, I disagree. I think everyone should have an opportunity to make their pick of the week.
No, we can't. We have to streamline the process. So it's
Well,
easy.
then it's 50-50. Anyone can pick. It's like,
Okay, let's take a vote. Do you agree with what Emeka said, or do you just agree with streamlining the process?
Streamline the process.
I agree with Tim.
Did everyone take
Whatever, man.
I mean, plus my other question is: are we going to be picking Niner games every week, or?
No, that's up to everyone. I didn't come up with that question.
It's a game of the week. It's a pretty good game.
Actually, it is the game of the
Actually,
week.
the Manning Bowl is the game of the week.
New England.
The Manning Bowl is the game of the week.
Who cares about the Manning Bowl?
Well, aside
I care
from
about the
that,
Manning Bowl.
Mac,
That's
let's
another game of the week. You can say there's 2 games of the week.
let's figure out the
that's my point.
details. Let's figure out the details after the show. But for this week's sake, the question is, or I need your predictions on the Seahawks and the Niners for next week, starting with Russell.
It's going to be a close one, I think. Where is it? It's in Seattle, right?
Yes.
I'll pick Seattle.
Oh man, Seattle, huh? Okay.
It's going to be a close game, no matter what.
Neil.
Honestly, I mean, I love the Niners, but I have to go. I honestly hope I'm wrong, but what was it, week 15 last year or week 16 last year? I gotta go with the Seahawks this week. I hope I'm wrong. And you know what? If I am wrong, I'll take a double shot.
Double.
Nice.
I'll get you for that double shot.
I'll double it up next week if I'm wrong, and I'll be happy to take that double.
Wait a minute, I don't understand it. So you pick Seattle,
Yeah, but
but
if
you're hoping you're wrong.
hoping I'm wrong.
So if you take
That's the fan in him.
wrong, then that just cancels out everything.
But if I'm wrong, I'll take a double
Well, worth it. I
shot.
agree.
Yeah, just let him go. Let's just let him go.
That's it.
Okay.
It's like-
I'm still trying to process what exactly is going on with the arithmetic on that. Double D?
I'm gonna have to go Seattle.
Oh man.
We've been to Westfield, and you guys know it's very impacted grounds. The 12th man definitely makes a difference. So I'm going Seattle.
Okay. Captain?
49ers.
All right.
What about Bobby Hill?
Who do you think's gonna win?
Who?
49ers or Seahawks?
Raiders.
Raiders. I think it's a win.
He gets a +1 for that. He gets a
Jacksonville.
+1. Angelo?
I'll pick them 49ers. The Seahawks got a lot of players on PEDs, and they're kind of suspended still, so I'll pick the 49ers.
I'll be in
And
Seattle.
go with Jacksonville.
And if Angelo's wrong, I'll take both shots.
Hey, Neil, you don't want to start writing checks you can't cash, bro.
I'm gonna take two
challenge-
shots either way. I'm gonna take 2 shots either way because I'm not gonna take the third because I'm gonna wipe Glenn's ass in fantasy this year.
Okay, so I will actually choose Seattle, but to recap, the predictions for this week is Russell Seattle, Neil Seattle, double shot if he gets it wrong,
Or right.
or I still don't understand that. Double D Seattle, Captain the Niners, Ryan Raiders, Angelo, Niners, and I went with Seattle. And also, in addition to this, if you lose your fantasy matchup, you will have to take a shot too. So that's 2 potential shots per show. Except Neil has his own side bets that he gets on, so he might exceed that. So.
And all our viewers can post their predictions on our Facebook page.
Yes.
Thank you, Connie. Yeah, don't forget, like us on Facebook, Hairflips and Layups. All right, should we move on to the news and notes portion of the show, guys? Yes, okay. Let's get going. SI investigative reports claims that Oklahoma State University players were paid from 2001 to 2010. You guys have any comments on that?
Dude, that's not even the worst of it, because like some new shit came out today about like Alabama players, like they were just like running hella money through like players and other players just to get paid and stuff. So that's not even the worst of it.
No. I've said it before and I'll say it again. The NCAA system is a joke.
Yeah, I totally agree. NCAA system is a joke also. Hate to say it, players gotta get paid.
That is true. But I mean, not only did they take money, but I believe they didn't work something out with not going to class or anything, or like just passing their class for no reason.
Dude, that's college life for athletes.
Yep, that is true.
Even
Bottom line,
like San Jose State.
yeah, NCAA is a joke. Moving on, Serena Williams wins the U.S. Open. I don't know what the big deal is. Is she the greatest tennis player ever? Female tennis player.
Female tennis player.
Maybe right now.
Definitely up there, especially considering her early struggles against her sister early in her career. It's just amazing to see how much she's come. But I actually watched the last 2 sets of her finals matchup, and it was comical for me to see her complaining so much about the wind, almost like forgetting that her opponent was also affected by it. So you can definitely see the game getting to her.
Uh-huh.
But I do give her credit for her mental toughness. I think that's usually the difference maker in a lot of these types of like single player or I would say non-team sports. Again, sports like golf, even though I don't necessarily consider sports golf a sport, but that's a whole different conversation for another day.
That's a hobby.
I know golf, tennis, all those kind of sports where you don't necessarily rely on a team. I think mental toughness really plays a huge part, and if you watch that game or that match, you will definitely see her mental toughness come into play.
Hey, what exactly is the Grand Slam? Is it like a collection of titles or something, or is it just the U.S. Open?
No, it's the U.S. Open, Australian Open, and was it Wimbledon?
French
I thought it was 4. I thought there was 4.
Yeah, French Open too.
And French.
Open, yeah.
Yeah, I knew it was it was a collection of something. I just didn't know exactly what everything was.
Yeah, if you won all 4, you won yourself a Grand Slam.
Okay, so cool. Mayweather and Alvarez, they fight this Saturday. Predictions or anything?
Predictions? Are we calling a shot bet?
It's all about the money.
Are you getting shot happy right now, Neil?
You might have to take triple shot next Wednesday.
Or a quadruple shot.
Quadruple shot.
But isn't Mayweather getting paid like $40 million for this one fight, and in addition to I guess percentage of the pay-per-view?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He's
I
getting a
think
big
so.
payday, right?
He's getting paid.
Yeah.
It's all about the money.
So predictions, who do you guys pick?
Mayweather.
If you guys even bother following boxing.
Yeah, I don't follow boxing, but
Mayweather.
The white one.
I'll pick Mayweather only because I'm a home.
Yeah, I agree with Angelo. Whatever. Yeah.
I'm gonna say what Mayweather said. I'm gonna pick Blake Griffin.
Blake Griffin. Yes, sir.
right.
I just don't like Money Mayweather because he's a cocky ass mofo.
All right, let's
That'd
move
be
on.
But he's so damn
He
cute.
backs it up.
Yeah, he's a cocky ass mofo. He's too into
So
himself.
damn cute.
That is true. let's move on to another boxer, the Golden Boy himself, Oscar De La Hoya, checked himself into rehab for drugs and alcohol.
The Golden Boy.
He beats his wife too, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, and his boyfriend.
And he sponsors his brother's insurance company.
I don't know. Don't all boxers have some kind of like substance abuse problems?
They get
Probably
hit a lot.
killers or whatever.
Yeah.
No. Anyways, let's wish Oscar De La Hoya well when, at his undisclosed rehab center. Next topic or next.
Oscar De La Hoya.
Hope he does better than Lamar Odom.
Yeah, that's true. Next bit of news. Rakina, I don't know how to pronounce this. Rakuna Williams of the Tulsa's WNBA team. She scored 51 points. Like,
Wow.
who cares? It's a women's basketball game.
Who watches
Props or no
WNBA?
What was the scoreline for the game? Final score?
No idea.
Fred.
51-0.
Yeah, 50.
That would be amazing.
No,
She's a
for real
relative
though.
unknown, right?
Huh?
Is she a relative unknown?
Yeah, I have no idea who the hell you're talking about.
I have no idea. I don't follow the WNBA.
I mean, I wish like WNBA and is W soccer still going on?
I think the soccer is
W
over a
soccer.
long time ago.
No respect, W soccer. Come on, man.
Nah, I wish women well, but it's just, you know,
They don't have a market.
Layups, right?
huh?
No one wants to see layups. If I did, I would go to the local park and watch a bunch of prepubescent boys do layups.
Oh, come on.
Hey, Mecca, tell me.
They just don't have a market for this.
Huh?
They don't have a market.
There is no market for women's sports unless it's tennis, volleyball, or I'm sorry, anything that basically I would say is somewhat sexually gratifying. It's
Hey, if you don't show skin, that's how it is.
By the way, what happened to Anna Pornikova?
She's still with my boy Enrique Iglesias.
You can't escape my love.
He's your hero.
To the world!
Give that boy a Grammy.
I would agree. I would agree. The U.S. men's soccer team are going. Well, they qualified for the World Cup, right?
Yes, sir.
So they're going to Brazil.
I thought he was waiting for another team to win.
Nah, Panama and Honduras tied, so they went in.
Okay, I didn't hear that. I knew they won yesterday.
Cause my boy Landon Donovan scored. That's why.
With pink eye.
Hey, where is Landon Donovan playing, anyways?
Is he still a Galaxy dude or?
He took a break for a while and then he's
He's
back.
still a Galaxy. He didn't take no breaks.
He took a 3-month break.
He didn't take a break. He's
Yeah,
still
for
a
soccer
Galaxy.
he did.
But I think where you're
Don't
confused.
soccer players take a break?
He didn't get called up or invited to the U.S. men's national team until recently. So that's what maybe you're confusing.
Maybe.
He was actually upset by it.
Yeah, maybe.
Because he was
Alright,
considered
right.
like, huh?
It's still soccer, and we're not gonna win the World Cup.
But the FIFA actually needs U.S. to be in the World Cup because supposedly outside of the Western European countries, a large contingent of World Cup attendees come from the U.S. So
Really?
Yeah. Wow.
That's our soccer expert right there. You have to. He's a credible source.
yep.
So can we call Mecca fantasy football expert too?
No, soccer. He's our.
Football.
No, he's a football. He's our football expert. Russell is our football. Mike is our football. All right. Next topic. Representing, I guess, Angelo, Japan has been awarded the 2020 Olympics.
Yeah, the return
yeah.
of.
Wow.
If you ever want to come here, yeah, stay with me.
Where exactly are the Olympics being held, Angelo?
Tokyo. They'll be in Tokyo.
No, I mean,
Nice.
are they gonna also do surrounding cities or anything like that? That's really big.
I'm sure. I mean, there's not a lot of room here, so I mean, they'll have some of the stadium stuff here and then surrounding stuff for the other events. But yeah.
Well, usually the way it happens is I think the opening and closing ceremonies and all the indoor events and the track stuff happens in the host city. And then anything else that requires like extra facilities, like all the water stuff, like the beach stuff, usually happens like, the closest beach or whatever.
Yeah, all side stuff. Yeah.
And, the soccer stuff happens in like all the neighboring stadiums around the city.
Cool.
But
All right.
the whole city
Yeah, at
takes.
least wrestling is part of still part of Olympics.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it got reinstated. It got reinstated. Cool. AC Slater would be proud because he wrestled for the Bayside wrestling team. Tiger. Rawr. All right. That'll do it for news and notes. Does anyone have?
Wait, we didn't talk about my boy Rafi.
Yeah, we wanted to move it along because we have a lot to cover today, so we'll wait.
Hair, man.
There's no need to mention him, but before we move on, just want to remind everyone, go on Hairflips and Layups, give us your thoughts, and we'll just move on to the captain's corner. Connie, you're up.
I'm up. Let's see. This week, there were rumors that Lindsey Vonn had cheated on Tiger Woods.
Oh no, that
Nice.
But she has denied them, and apparently they're still happy. So those are false. Or so she says.
Man,
Wouldn't that be justice though if she did do that?
that would be awesome.
Gotta watch for flying golf clubs.
No, what if Tiger Woods did that? He actually hit her up. Boom, boom. Wouldn't that be funny?
That'd be funny.
Not right, man.
I'm not condoning domestic violence here. I'm just saying what his ex-wife did to him. That's all.
And this past weekend was the U.S. Open, and there were a bunch of celebrities there. And here is... Wait, no.
That was
the wrong
Wow,
one.
Robin and
What is it?
Batman and Robin.
for our
Here it is.
listeners out there without visuals, that was a picture of Rodman and Kim Jong Un.
Here's the picture of Jessica Alba at the U.S. Open taking a selfie wrong.
is it?
Jessica Alba can never take a selfie wrong.
I agree.
I think Jessica Alba is overrated. I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, but that's another show we can go on.
I'm sorry, nobody can be the Latino lover AC Slater is.
Latino, Jessica Alba.
So, Warriors fan.
Drake posted an Instagram video of him shooting threes with Kevin Durant.
Hey, how is Drake as an athlete? Do you guys know, or is he just a poser?
Drake?
Poser.
The poser.
Canadian.
So are you telling me that Justin Bieber can take him a one-on-one?
I believe he can.
In bed.
Hey, those Hollywood types. Hollywood types.
Why is Kevin Durant hanging out with like Justin Bieber and everyone?
They're paying him.
You know why?
Has to be paid.
He's also connected through Jay-Z's
Oh yeah.
sports agent. So that's might be a tie-in somewhere there. We don't know, right?
Mhm. And last piece of news I have is Lamar Odom. He was seen roaming around LA and he got interviewed, but he says he's doing well. So
He's on drugs still.
perhaps.
Did he have white powder around his lips?
No, but he was walking around around midnight.
Drunk.
Hey, do you guys know if he got signed for the upcoming season?
No, he's still a
Yeah.
free agent.
He's with the Clippers, isn't he?
No, he's free agent.
I thought he signed. Wasn't signed yet.
No.
Not that I know of.
Not because one of my homeboys, he was talking about how the Heat signed Michael Beasley, and then one of his friends was like, and the Lakers, was commenting on how the Lakers don't supposedly sign the bad people, but.
All right. Either way, both LA team are gonna blow this upcoming season. So.
Warriors up. What?
Come on, man.
That's true.
Go Suns. I haven't even.
Connie, anything else, or was that the last piece of news?
That's all I have.
All right, Connie.
Thank you.
Hey. All right, let's move on to our next segment. Let's start beating the meat. We want to talk a little bit more about Bay Area sports venues and how different venues have different feels to them. For instance, if you want to see posers, you go to AT&T Park. If you want to, you know that's true. So there's a lot of different vibe that you get when you go and see these different sporting events. Want to get everyone's take on the different feel. Say, for instance, Candlestick Park, since it's the last year for the Niners there. Are you guys glad that they're going to move to a new Candlestick? No?
They're going to be in the South Bay, so with easy access to the VTA light rail. So that definitely provides some benefit.
Easy access to light rail, everything like that. I think it's good for them. It's San Francisco's loss for not keeping the team over there.
But hey, Connie, from someone who's a San Francisco native, I know you guys are a little bit more touchy about this. Do you care?
Well, I'm kind of bummed out that the team is leaving from San Francisco to Santa Clara, but Candlestick is a really old and junky stadium, and I'm excited for the new one. And it's not that far.
And Neil, like you were saying before, forget Levi Stadium. We're always going to refer to Candlestick as anywhere the Niners play as Candlestick, right?
Yeah, I think we should just screw that Levi's thing and just call it Candlestick, even if it's in Santa Clara.
Exactly. That's why I referenced it as Candlestick earlier. But in regards to like the vibe that you guys get at the Niners stadium, is it more of like a party environment, or is it mellow, or because I know I've been to a few Raiders game and everyone said that it's hostile or whatever. It's only hostile if you support the other team. Otherwise,
I've been there at Coliseum where my friend started a fight over there. I've been in the Niners stadium and saw a Seahawks fan running for his life from a Niner fan.
I'll drink to that.
Who?
What is it? I mean,
Tonight?
I've been to Candlestick a few times. I mean, it is pretty awful and it needs to be updated. But I think for the most part, the fans are intelligent. Everyone's out there having a good time. I don't see any or anything.
No, honestly, what I've heard about Candlestick, because I've only been there like a couple of times, is that the fans there are just clean-cut Raider fans, because they're just as
How about
aggressive.
the guy that fell off the thing and died this weekend?
Yeah, the drunk dude.
But I heard he was like flat out drunk, right? He
Yeah,
just,
that's what I've heard too.
Yeah, he was pissed drunk. He was. I guess he must have had a good time.
yeah, the time of his life.
Basically.
I mean,
Yeah, the time of his life.
I mean, no disrespect to his family or anything, but he went YOLO.
Well, what about AT&T Park? It's a beautiful park. And we touched on this a few times, but the fans aren't necessarily fans, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, is it?
I think I don't know. I feel like maybe we should like rate all the different venues on different scales, but definitely AT&T takes the cake for appearance and beauty and whatever else you want to call it. It's location and its architecture. It gets an A+ for everything in terms of structure, location. I give it to
It's a good park to go to.
That's harder to
The
move.
ambiance over there, it just makes it feel right. It's just
So spoiled.
an enjoyable venue.
I mean, what separates when I look at P&T Park, it's such a pretty park and everything around it is like, you know, the food is pretty top notch, you know, pretty accessible. So you get a lot of people, non-fans going to the games and stuff. But when you go to like the Coliseum, the only thing they really look at is the game. So you get more like kind of real fans like watching a game. You know, there'll be people in the you know, there's both. You know, obviously there's going to be real Giants fans that are watching the game, but on the whole, you know, it's just priced. A lot of fans are just priced out to the yuppies and the hipsters.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm sure everyone still enjoys watching a Giants game, right?
Yeah, but to an extent, they probably priced out the, you know, the real diehard fans.
Well, who cares? Okay, so this is my problem. Yeah, they priced out real fans. Whoop-de-doo, who gives a F, right? We're talking about the fan experience over there. You know, you have a beautiful stadium or a beautiful park. You have everything around it that makes it nice, even public transit. So, other than alienating some of the diehard fans, the experience itself is something I think a lot of professional teams want.
But you know what though? Like the last couple of years, you get more of that. You got more people like trying, you know, touching balls in play. So pun intended. But you know, you get more people like.
Did he just laugh at his own jokes?
I did.
Did he just laugh at his own jokes?
I've been drinking since we got on. But, you know, but you get more people that don't know the game, that are going to the game. So like, you know, it's just kind of like sitting on the couch watching it. It's like, why the fuck are you doing that? Why are you know the ball is fair. Fuck, leave a fucking fly ball that's, you know, could be either way alone, you know?
That's cool.
Yeah, I was at the game yesterday, and one of the girls behind me was explaining the game to the other girl.
Oh, well, I mean, everyone
They're
learns.
lesbians, fool. Trying to get into the panties.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what's an underrated venue? The Shark Tank in San Jose, where the Sharks play. It's pretty small.
It's not underrated. I would say it definitely takes the cake when it comes to the hottest attendees, I think.
Hey, playoff time is hot. It's always
I think,
rocking over there.
Now, you know what's underrated? The Oracle.
No, Oracle's always
Oracle's
been.
not underrated.
No, Oracle has always been given its props. Like if you watch them on national TV, they will always say, you know, it's the most rockinest, you know, place. Fans are always.
Well, why do they want to lose so bad? It's like they, you know,
They want more money.
overrated in
It's all about the money.
Money.
Yeah. But they're making the money right now.
But listen. This is okay. I can see from a business standpoint why they want to do it. They're making X amount of money now. What if they increase that value based on the stuff that they're trying to do? Look, they bought a team, and now they're the valuation of the Warriors is like what? Like one of the highest in the league, the most valuable franchises. So if they did this move, it's gonna multiply that by X amount of times and make them more marketable. What's wrong with that, right?
They become like the Giants.
Yeah, they will become the Giants, but the thing is that necessarily a bad thing? Yeah,
I don't think it's a bad thing. It increases the revenue for the state. It'll help out.
But man,
Let's go Warriors.
like what we used to talk about is, you know, the best part of the Warrior game, the Warrior experience is Club 200. You know, it's not going to be the same if the tickets are $200 for the upper day.
I would agree.
I agree on that.
But okay, this is coming from a fan. I can still enjoy them on TV or the internet somewhere. I'm not local anymore.
Because you're in LA. You're
But what I'm saying is, the product will be better nationally. People will recognize that more, and it's just gonna be a lot better for the team. That's what I think.
But,
Oracle is an awesome place, though.
There's two Russells.
Oracle is an awesome place. Two fantasy football experts.
and they both
I
lost.
dropped for some reason.
This other Russell's got to take another shot. He's got to take a shot.
There you go. But okay. So out of all the Bay Area sporting venues out there, what do you guys think have the best energy? Just what do you guys think overall?
Oracle. By far.
Oracle Arena.
Oracle Arena.
So AT&T Park doesn't have that even during the Giants playoff runs?
That was the funnest night we ever had, I think.
Well, the difference is, I feel like the energy at AT&T Park during Giants playoffs is probably equivalent to energy at Warriors game in the regular season.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. Because remember, Baron Davis' dunk. All you got to remember is Baron Davis' dunk over Andre.
Never in my life have I felt the energy from an arena come through the TV, like right through, like hit you in the face. I've never felt that watching any other game in my life, and it's only Oracle.
Isn't a part of it too is when you're cheering on the team and you're invested in the team so much that a part of that becomes an extension?
I mean, I watch Laker games. I cheer for the Lakers. There's certain playoff games. There's certain playoff games that I watch that I might be rooting for other teams, and I don't see that same kind of energy. I mean, even broadcasters have said it. They've always given high praise to Oracle Arena in the playoffs. Like no one thought the Spurs had a chance after the Warriors took that one game on the road, just based on just the energy of Oracle. No one thought the Spurs had a chance, but I agree with Oracle by far.
Well, that's true. What about the venue next door to Oracle, which everyone agrees is a great facility and it has a lot of energy. But what about the O.co where the beloved A's and Raiders play?
That needs to be
I
upgraded.
Credit for accessibility. Like it's the most easily accessible arena, stadium, whatever in all of the Bay. I think Candlestick is the worst. But the energy there, I don't know. I've never really felt it. And Raiders games, I can't imagine that it definitely comes alive during Raiders games, especially in the black hole. But considering it's still a baseball stadium or a baseball ballpark, it doesn't look to me like the energy would come close to what you see at Quest Field, for instance.
Quest Field.
I
don't know if you guys heard the story. Mark Davis, he wants to build a new stadium, but he's definitely investing in Oakland. He wants to stay there. He doesn't want to see some kind of monstrosity like a new Candlestick. He wants a more intimate a venue that seats 56,000 people. He wants it to be in Oakland somewhere, but he also wants the state to help out. Are his goals and expectations realistic? I mean, is it something that's doable, really?
It's doable, but it's not realistic.
Oakland's got no money.
Not just that, where are they going to build it? There's no land in Oakland.
He wants to actually build it on the current Coliseum.
Oh, okay.
I hate to say, they got to upgrade that whole area. You can literally, if the Warriors do leave, you can put two stadiums over there, one baseball and one football. Just like in I believe Philadelphia, they have both stadiums in that area.
But are they really going to
the Pittsburgh? You see, Heinz Field and where the Pirates play is in the same area.
Hey, but Russell, are they really going to tear down a facility that was upgraded? I don't know, like 8 years ago or something like that.
I don't know about You already seen what happened with the A's had to go into the visitors' locker room and dress because of plumbing problems.
They just need to upgrade the Coliseum as it is today. I think they can definitely. I mean, the funny thing is, I didn't realize this, but that's the only park left in the country that actually hosts a football and a baseball team. So I'm pretty sure some architectural genius should come up with a plan to actually build it to where they can, they can successfully host both teams in a meaningful way.
But nobody really wants that, I think a lot of teams actually want to control themselves. They want to have the single sport facility.
Come on, do you really want a football team during football season have to adjust their way they have to run around because of the baseball track is on there? No, I don't want to see the baseball track there.
That's. I mean, it's crazy because actually, the funny thing is, it actually brings up the point of the Baltimore Ravens, who were unfortunately disrespected and forced to play their season opener on the road.
I agree on that.
Because because the Baltimore Orioles had a game that day that they couldn't move, and it's not even that they share stadiums; they share pretty much parking lots, like the same way Coliseum and the arena do. So that was the only difference. So you can imagine if they now have a baseball park and a football stadium in the same Coliseum, it's still going to cause problems to some extent, depending on if the Raiders ever win the Super Bowl.
We can definitely say that it's not going to happen anytime soon. But it is looking a lot better than what many had anticipated based on Pryor's performance. He has a long way to go, but given what they need, he's able to buy them some time to at least make it entertaining for some of the fans out there.
They're going to win it this year.
Damn, Bobby Hill.
Hey, so another stadium or a stadium works in progress right now. Has anyone heard of the San Jose Earthquakes new stadium? What the progress is?
They're right next door to the airport.
Yeah, it's right by the airport. That's
I know it's near the airport also. Yeah, I've passed by it, but I haven't seen anything.
Has anyone seen some of the progress they made for it?
There is no progress. They have a big sign that says future home of the earthquakes, but it's still an empty lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's been no construction whatsoever.
When is it slated to open?
I have no idea.
I thought 2015. But I don't know how they're gonna pull that off.
Yeah, there's absolutely nothing being done.
It doesn't even seem to be like a good location either way.
I don't think it's a good location.
It doesn't seem to be like a good location.
Right near the airport? You really want a soccer game near the airport?
Yeah, with all the traffic and stuff. I don't know.
Well, depending on how it looks, I can kind of see whether or not.
But seriously, how many people are really gonna go to a soccer game?
Hey, you know what? Remember that one time we were in Hairflips and Layups, took a road trip up to the Great Northwest, and we stopped by the
Portland Timbers.
The Timbers.
Yeah, the Timbers. Isn't it like an electrifying scene over there where I don't know if people have nothing better to do, but it just seems like that's the place.
Actually, supposedly, the Portland Timbers now are supposedly considered kind of like the European team of MLS in terms of their fan followership and their fandom and stuff. They have a huge rivalry with Seattle.
Yeah.
The Sounders, and it's because their fans are so crazy into their team. I think maybe a lot of it has to do with the fact that there's only one other professional team in Portland, which is the Blazers.
And Seattle left the Sonics.
Crazy, huh?
And Seattle doesn't have the Sonics too, so.
Exactly. So, but I mean, Seattle still has a lot of other professional teams. But Portland, actually, their fan base is the most talked about pretty much in all of MLS.
No, I agree. I mean, just that one day,
Yeah.
it kind of made me think about soccer. You know, the viability of soccer in America just because of that one experience. But I think what they're doing is they're kind of like, I guess MLS is trying to like dilute the product or something because they want to open more teams, and I don't think that will work.
Yep. So basically, the success that they've had in Portland is driving the MLS to somehow promote more or less smaller markets and hope that it picks up from there. Because it's been a huge success. And if you go to their stadium, you guys were there. Like you see, their stadium isn't even that big. It's not anything close to, it's not anything close to what you would have maybe in any other sport in any other major cities. But the fan experience is just out of this world. They go crazy for their team over there. And that's what the MLS is hoping to bank on in other small market cities.
Yeah, I think that's actually a good strategy on their part. But like in terms of what the Bay Area offers with these different venues, how do they stack against? I don't know if everyone has experience anywhere else or been to different markets. How do they stack up against other cities, other big cities with multiple sport venues?
You mean Portland or?
No. I'm talking about the Bay Area sporting venues. How does it stack up against the nation? We don't have a lot of experience. We don't have a lot of experience, but based on where we visited or kind of seen on TV, it's hard to get a feel. But how, what your take is on how it stacks up?
I think AT&T definitely in baseball definitely blows the rest of the league away.
And the Warriors, man.
And Oracle.
And Oracle. Actually, I think in terms of structure, I think HP Pavilion, the Shark Tank, is probably better.
Shark Tank is a nice place to go to. Parking. Yeah, parking is right there, close by too. You can just walk to the stadium.
Maybe not so much in terms of energy, but I don't know. The football stadiums are definitely lacking in the Bay. No football stadium in the Bay Area, no NFL stadium in the Bay Area. It comes close to, half of the rest of the league. But baseball definitely they hold their own in the Bay, and probably like with the arenas and stuff.
Yeah, I've been to like Heinz Field, and right next to it is PNC Park. It's a nice area. It's convenient to go to too.
Yeah.
Just walk across the bridge and you're there.
What are we actually talking about? Are we talking about the facilities or just the atmosphere?
Both.
The atmosphere Heinz Field was awesome when I was there for the Steelers game.
Okay, so Hairflips took also a trip to Arizona, and we went to the Diamondbacks. And for me, it wasn't really special at all. I mean, the stadium was nice itself, but it just seemed like the fans. There was no real energy there. It was kind of like go to the ballpark.
I hate to say it, I kind of wish after the game we walked around the stadium more, check out the pool area.
Yeah, but
I actually felt more energy at Safeco Park when we went then at Chase Field.
That's because we were like hella tired and we were like delirious and shit.
In Arizona or in
Seattle.
No, but I felt there was more energy in Seattle than in
Arizona.
And Seattle was mid-season, or well, not mid-season, but like a month into the season.
That is true.
Giants fans there too.
Yeah.
Hey, Angelo. How's the sports scene in Japan?
I mean, baseball's pretty big over here, and I mean, and the Olympics are the big news for the most part. I mean, everyone's hoping for the 2020 Olympics. So, I mean, it's mostly baseball stuff and soccer too. Soccer's huge over here. Whenever Japan plays, the whole country's behind them. They're crazy when Japan plays over here. Yeah, the bars are all packed.
How the rest of the world does it, man.
It is. It's soccer.
That's why America's #1, fool.
America. So I mean, we've all been to a hockey game, a soccer game, baseball games, basketball games. What else do they have? Football games. You know what would make it, or what the common factor is, or the common denominator for making it super fun?
Alcohol?
That's right, bingo. So for all the fans out there, if you want to enjoy the different venues out there in different parts of America, enjoy a nice.
Hey, but we haven't talked about which venue takes the cake for the most good-looking people.
Hottest guys. Well, I mean, since our experiences are limited to mainly the Bay Area.
Well, that's what I'm talking about, like Bay Area venues.
Who wants to go first?
I don't know. For the longest, I always felt like it's
longest. Dun.
We're talking about girls or guys?
No, for a while, I always thought it was like AT&T Park, but lately, like going to a few more like A's games, I'm kind of impressed. Like I didn't think the A's would attract that many people that are so appealing to the eye. So
easy.
With that, no, I'm being honest. Like, so with that said, I think my award goes to the Shark Tank.
Wait, what? You talking
about? Wow, that's good.
No, but the Shark Tank never disappoints, though. The Shark Tank never, even like just hanging around like the Shark Tank during hockey games. Dude, there's so many good-looking chicks.
Well, that is true.
I would agree.
I've been there for playoffs. I've been there for regular games.
Hey, where do they come from?
I don't know exactly. That was my question too.
Yeah, that's what I asked you. Yeah, it's San Jose over there.
You definitely do not live in San Jose.
You can walk on Market Street for days and not spot a female, and then you go to one Sharks game and they kind of appear out of nowhere.
Yep.
I've been to Shark's Tank one time, and it's for a Britney Spears concert. And those are really cute girls there, definitely.
I'm telling you, man.
Well, that's a little biased. I mean, come on, man. I'm sure the ratio of guy to girl would be like 1 to 50 or something like that.
Yeah, I guess so.
Hey, Angelo, how was the concert, by the way?
It was really good. I was watching the girl in front of me. She was like,
weren't you at the same pole?
Did you go to that one too, Connie?
I did. There was a girl like stripping, or I don't know.
She was playing with the pole.
Sexual dances.
So she was twerking before Miley made twerking a.
Twerking in slow motion against another girl.
Yeah.
I guess that's 2 votes for the Shark Tank. What about you? What about you, fantasy football expert?
I'll agree. The Shark Tank is a good venue over there. There's a lot of attractive girls over there.
150.
Maybe I like my girls a little more ghetto. Thumbs up with me, Oracle.
You know what?
Oracle is definitely.
You know what? I'm gonna agree with what Neil said. I mean,
Oracle is definitely up there.
No, it really is. And sometimes you wonder, like, do these girls actually watch basketball, or are they just? You don't know, like, with all these other sports venues, you don't know where they come from.
Like, seriously. That was exactly how I felt with the Coliseum. Like, I mean, I went to 2 A's games last year. I've been to 3 this year already, and I'm like, man, I never really paid attention, but it's like now it's like they just hit you left, right, and center.
Hey, they don't live in Oakland. They don't live in Oakland.
But
and they definitely make putting on the gear more fashionable. They definitely know how to rock the gear. That's
it looks like, for me at least, basketball and hockey, because they're the most action. They're continuous action. They're the most like fan friendly.
Yeah, I agree.
For non-real experts.
Plus, also, I think
football.
No, football. There's like so many different things. With basketball, just grab the ball, pass, and shoot. I mean, there's intricacies, but
it's easy to follow. It's easy to follow as a casual fan, and it'll keep you entertained.
Connie, we're the cute fans. Kim wants to know where the cute guys are.
I don't know. I haven't.
Cataract.
I have no idea. It's Kim.
At the rodeo.
No, no. What was your answer, Connie?
I don't have an answer. I haven't looked.
Well, no, no. Well, I mean, you don't have to say anything because Ryan's right there. But
Well, I.
okay, okay, like okay, not necessarily good looking, but how about like someone or a group of people that are
Appealing.
Well, the guys at AT&T look douchey,
Thank you.
Yeah.
and then the guys at Oracle are all like short Asians.
Oh, man.
I haven't been to.
I'm one of them. I'm one of them.
You're not short, Kim. Trust me, you are not short compared to the guys that I
I
see.
don't have an answer.
Well, okay, so the takeaway from that is there are a lot of good-looking girls, but not a lot of good-looking boys in the Bay Area.
Yes.
Is that really what
I'll
I'm
sign up for that. I'll sign up for
A
that.
lot of non-good-looking guys.
Next. Next.
In the years I've lived there, I don't see. I see the exact the opposite. I see a lot more boys walking around than I do see lovely ladies.
Well, naturally, at any sports venue, you're always going to see a lot more guys, especially in groups. But I think it's only at AT&T Park and probably at the Shark Tank that I've actually seen like groups of girls, like just girls, not like no guys involved, like groups of good-looking girls like at the game.
I agree with that. I think there's more more female fans on baseball and hockey compared to anything else.
Like Oracle, you do see good-looking girls, but usually they're with guys. I think, at least what I've seen. But I mean, bottom line, it's pretty safe to say that the Bay Area is blessed, man, with just good-looking sports fans.
Hey,
if you go to a venue long enough, you will get your.
And what can we say? We're all sports fans, and for myself, I was in the Bay Area, so America's actually paying credit to all of us here that we're good looking and we go to the events supporting the local teams. But any other quick thoughts before we move on to the next bit of meat? No. Okay. Let's talk about reality TV and the different athletes that.
Hey, you went on mute. Or
Who muted Kim?
did you go on mute or?
No, I'm not mute. You can hear me now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so sorry. So what I was saying was, or is, a lot of different athletes appeared on different reality shows, and the big reality show that kind of pops up is Dancing with the Stars. And there's a laundry list of different athletes out there, but you guys didn't watch these shows when like, say, a athlete that you follow appeared?
love
Dancing with the
basketball.
Stars.
I actually never watched Dancing with the Stars. I know my
I don't-
parents do.
I don't really watch reality TV.
No,
Yeah.
I don't either. But like, check this out. Check this out. This is actually an impressive list, right? This is the name I looked up on Dancing with the Stars. All right, and these guys they could be considered Hall of Famers in their respective sports, right? So you have Evander Holyfield, you have Jerry Rice, Emmett Smith, Clyde Drexler, Floyd Mayweather. I can go on and on, but like, these are all A-listers, and what the hell are they doing on a reality show? Can you guys explain this to me?
They want to stay relevant, man.
Yeah. Another thing that I realized is a lot of these athletes are also hiring publicists. So
Well, that makes sense, yeah.
it's all about building a brand these days.
I'm surprised Magic hasn't been on that show. That freaking media FaceTime hog.
Mark
What-
Cuban was on Dancing with the Stars.
Who?
Mark Cuban?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It even extends to owners, huh?
Hmm.
Yep. What is it, by the way, what is it with Dallas team owners and being so
Because they do it big in Texas.
man?
Okay, so like some of the other names. Okay, so Dallas Stars. Michael Irvin was on Dancing with the Stars.
Emmett
Uh,
won, right?
Emmett won.
Emmett
I
was.
think what Jerry Kinney second.
Emmett went on twice. He went on the first time, which he blew people out of the water with his dancing skills, and then he came on again for like a champions series, or they brought a bunch of champions back and put them together, and Emmett Smith was one of them.
Did he win?
I don't know. I don't watch the show.
I didn't even know that.
It's an eclectic list. Like Chris Jericho was on there. He's a wrestler, for crying out loud. Chris Jericho.
They are athletes.
We've covered this before. They are the best athletes in the world.
They are.
Wrestlers. But okay, so we have other reality shows that probably are on the myth part of it more. Like I've never heard of the show until I did a little research on it. Lala's Full Court.
What?
Is Carmelo on it?
Yeah. It's apparently Mello and Lala's life in New York City. It was on VH1. I guess it's short-lived. Has anyone seen this or heard of it?
I haven't.
That's the first I heard of it.
I saw an episode where Carmelo supposedly went back to Puerto Rico with Lala to do a charity game, and he took with him I forgot 2 players from
J.R. Smith. Yeah.
Oh, not J.R. Smith, but the point guard. What's his name?
Oh, Felton.
Huh?
Raymond
Yeah,
Felton.
Raymond Felton and someone else, 2 players from. But the funny thing is they didn't end up
Jeremy
playing.
Lin. Well, Jeremy Lin.
No, Jeremy Lin didn't go with him. He took 2 players from the Knicks and a few other like stragglers or like D-leaguers or whatever. But they didn't end up playing because it rained the whole time. I guess it was during the off season, and supposedly that's like bad weather time in Puerto Rico.
Hey, you know who else is from Puerto Rico?
Who?
Ricky Martin. Living la vida loca. Come
I thought you were
on.
gonna say J-Lo.
I think he was going to
I
say
would
Councilman
respect
Mark
you
right
if you
there.
said J-Lo. I thought you were actually
Too
going
much
to say
credit.
Lopez.
You gave me too much credit.
JJ Perea. Is JJ Perea from Puerto Rico?
Yeah.
How the hell do I know? So that's a show I've never heard of, and you know who's an awful reality star? T.O. He has no personality, right? So he actually had 2 shows. Terrell Owens.
Oh, T.O.
Other than doing sit-ups in the front of his yard.
No, that was
The press conference.
a news press conference, yeah, news thingy. But he had a show with Ocho Cinco.
The Kyoto Show.
Yeah, exactly. Have you seen this one, Russell?
No, I only heard the name.
What show?
It's called the T Ocho Show.
Oh, yeah. You heard of that show.
I only heard the name of
That's a good name.
when they were played together.
That was apparently canceled after a couple episodes, though. But you know what the problem is? Well, it's not a problem, but T.O. is not a likable personality. Do you guys agree?
Yeah.
I agree.
He whines a lot, and he also looks for sympathy where no one's gonna give him any sympathy.
Sounds like me.
No, like remember his show, the T.O. show? I watched a couple episodes, and the most interesting part of that show was actually his 2 publicists.
Yes, I agree.
Right. Those 2 girls that were working for him.
They almost got their own spin-off, actually.
Yeah. Well.
I mean, it kind of, I never watched the show, but it kind of reminds me of the Barry Bonds show that they try to do. That's kind of the same thing, I mean, unless you're a Giants fan, you're not really going to care for Barry Bonds.
Well, no. I mean,
They try to make him a sympathetic figure, but that just, I think that's what they try to do. They try to become like a sympathetic figure, or try to be more human to people, but they just can't pull that shit off.
Well, I wouldn't. I mean, you can be sympathetic and all that stuff, but you have to be likable on screen, and these guys aren't. You know, Barry Bonds is a douchebag. You know, I've never met the guy, but from everything I've heard about him off the field, he's kind of a douchebag.
Yeah, didn't his show only last 3 to 6 episodes before all the HDH
It's all the haters.
allegations?
That's all it was. It was all the haters.
Barry Bonds is not likable. Another douchebag. Well, actually, this guy is actually pretty cool. Ryan Lochte. Remember he was a USA swimmer who.
What would Ryan Lochte do?
Exactly, and apparently this is a show based on how he picks up girls. Is that it?
I haven't
Well,
watched
it's
it.
just him doing just stuff. Supposedly, I don't know. I haven't even seen an episode, but just based off of the trailer, it just looks like they just follow him around doing stuff like partying, picking up chicks, just doing laundry, like stupid things, just following him around basically. So it's gonna take a lot to build character off of that show. I doubt it's gonna last.
You know what? You're right. He has no supporting cast. A lot of times, a lot of these shows work because there's a lot of people that
Yep.
make the show interesting. And the instance with Tio and Ryan, they're kind of like the primary characters that is hard to follow all for like the whole season.
Hey, your boy Steph is gonna be coming out with a show too.
What?
Steph.
Yeah, what show?
He's coming out with his own reality show with his wife.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it on the Bravo network or something?
Oh, come on. It's just like Ocho Cinco and his ex-wife.
You know Steph Curry draws the more affluent kind of upper crust type crowds. He's probably going to be on Bravo. He's not going to be on VH1 where they feature Flava Flav or
Or like Hallmark Channel.
yeah. Exactly. But do you have any more details about that? On that?
No, it's just that they're like I guess my sister said that they actually moved out of Oakland just so they can have a better image or something.
What? That's the reason?
This show has become Oakland bashing. That's what it's become.
Oh, and a celebrity sighting today. My sister was weaving in traffic trying to follow or trying to stalk Nandi Asmog.
Oh. Hey, what car was he driving?
She said she was driving a Jeep with custom plates.
Oh, okay. Okay. So this is in addition to her seeing, well, she saw Klay Thompson buying flowers at Trader Joe's. Is that what it was?
Yeah. At one of the local Oakland supermarkets, and she also was stuck in traffic behind Monte Ellis's wife.
Hey, what, can we ask her to be our freelancer? What do you call it? TMZ person who goes after Oakland athletes, and see if she can get a snapshot of one of them.
Paparazzi. She can
Stalker.
Exclusive to Hairflips and Layups, TMZ for the
Exclusive. Goofy.
I want to give props to Connie because I actually didn't know about Free Lamar going to rehab until she said it, and then like the next day, Deadspin actually put it up on their website. So Connie beat Deadspin, and that's pretty impressive.
Breaking news. Also, this is a show worth mentioning. Obviously, you can't do a show about reality shows without saying or
Survivor.
mentioning. No.
Why, Jimmy Johnson.
No. Keep guessing on the show that I'm going to.
Who's Jimmy Johnson?
Basketball Wives.
Oh, yeah, basketball.
No. This show actually has a lot of athletes, and we don't consider one of those things that we can talk about. Keeping up with the Kardashians.
It has a lot of athletes on it.
Yeah, Reggie. Okay, they're all Kim Kardashian's exes.
Kardashian athlete.
But
Six-
okay,
Besides Reggie and Chris Humphries, who else?
Lamar Odom
Oh,
and the Patriarch.
Oh,
Bruce Jenner, the greatest athlete, the
Like
greatest
Khloe
American athlete
Kardashian?
of all time.
Exactly. For those,
Mr. USA Wheaties.
exactly. For those who don't know, and Neil, you want to enlighten us to what Kris Jenner represented to America in the 70s and 80s?
Neil,
Why are you pointing to me, fool?
No. It's not because you know more. It's because you watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians. That's the only reason.
He was on the box of the Wheaties and won the gold medal in the decathlon a long time ago.
He okay before Kris Jenner snip his balls. He was like a track star. He became a race car driver, and he was a really good race car driver. And now all he does is race his RC vehicles.
Movies. My girlfriend's ignoring me.
RC vehicles.
Yeah, if you watch the show, he has a hobby where he drives his radio control cars.
Hey Ryan. See my car on the back of my, on the top of my. Fucking.
What's that, Neil?
I was just trying to show Ryan my my RC car, but
He saw it.
continue.
No. But now he's reduced to playing with his little hobbies and pretending he doesn't care that his stepdaughters are sluts.
Wait, did Chris and Bruce really get divorced?
No, I don't think so.
She has a TV show right now, right?
Got canceled,
Yeah,
I heard.
The only person who was on her TV show that I hear about is Kanye West.
You get breaking news. Mark Sanchez is like out for the season.
Oh, for reals?
Yeah, I just read that also.
Really?
Torn labrum.
The shoulder?
Torn labrum.
Oh man. What happened to Kim
Rex
and,
Ryan's gonna be fired.
Kim and Glenn's love child?
It's a bonehead move, putting him in the fourth quarter.
Wow. Do you guys think Geno Smith will be up for the challenge, though?
You know,
They have
Smith.
no choice.
Yeah, no choice. Who do you
They got
think will
that
be?
third
Brady
stringer.
Quinn?
No, the
Oh,
other.
they do have Freddie
Matt
Quinn.
Smith? Oh, Matt Sin, sorry.
Yeah, that dude.
Wow, that's actually breaking news. I'm a big Mark Sanchez fan. Every time
Have any of you guys
Your love
watched,
child?
have any of you guys watched the Hard Knocks shows?
Oh, Kris Jenner's talk show.
No, Hard Knocks. That like
The
the show.
Cincinnati Bengals.
Bengals.
The Bengals, and they did the Jets for a while. The Cowboys.
No, who are they
Reality
doing
show
now?
following sports.
Who are they doing now?
Cincinnati again.
Yeah.
Well,
Nobody cares.
Yeah, why would they do Cincinnati? There's no relevance to them. But
Come on, why did they do Miami last year?
They did. I never watched.
all right, guys.
The only thing good about it is when Chad Johnson was cut.
Oh yeah, that was during that time.
All right, guys. So we're gonna wrap up the show right now. Does anyone else have any thoughts about reality shows or even how
There
actors?
was a football player that was The Bachelor once.
A football
yeah.
player?
His name was Jesse Palmer.
Jesse
Who's that?
Palmer, USC.
He was on season 5, I think.
The New York Giants
New
quarterback.
York Giants backup.
Hmm.
Yeah, you know what? My thing is with these guys. You know what? I don't understand. A lot of these celebrities or quote reality stars who are also athletes, they're never A-listers.
Yeah, and someone on
Handsome.
Amazing Race, like the Globetrotters.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, the Globetrotters was on the Amazing Race.
Did they win?
And a bunch of football wives or.
I didn't know about football wise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Isn't it like baseball?
What's his name? From the Dallas Cowboys was not Jimmy Johnson, but he won. was on Survivor.
Yeah.
Eddie George's wife is on Survivor.
Oh, really?
Danny White.
But the thing is, there's not any like they're all fairly whack athletes who try to seek attention on all these shows. It's like Basketball Wives. I mean, come on, they're all ex-wives or ex-girlfriends of former athletes who aren't even relevant anymore. It's kind of like how if you were once a Hollywood A-lister and you became a D-lister, you go to TV, and that's how it is right now, right?
Yeah.
Anyways, let's wrap up the program and move on to move on to the final thoughts. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay, Con.
I don't have much to say. Just good luck to everyone this week in fantasy football.
Who are you playing?
I think I'm playing Angelo.
Oh,
yeah.
I hope you beat him by 1 point. By 1 point.
Okay.
All right, who wants to go next?
Angelo.
Okay, I'll go next. I mean, I won't be on in the near future. I'll be working. The time difference is too big for me, but you know, I'll try to come back whenever I can. Let you guys get my opinion, perspective from Japan, Asia. So.
Talk about that Sandaharo old guy.
Oh, I mean, there's a big thing in baseball right now where I think Sadaharu O has the all-time homers record for a single season record, and some Latin players will probably break it, and then so pitchers are trying to pitch around them. So I mean, they don't want a foreigner breaking the record. Japanese people don't like foreigners here sometimes, so we'll see.
The Japanese are racist. The Japanese are racist.
I guess so.
That's hella sick, though. Do you think they would have done that to Bonds and just totally not let him hit a home run stuff?
All right, who's next?
Final thoughts. Big shout out to the Oakland A's. Went a resounding 3 games up on the Texas Rangers in the division with a 22 hits, 18-run game tonight. That's just insane. And it's good to see my boy Jamal Weeks back in the lineup, even though he's probably not going to be starting very often. But
Billy
watch
Bean's
out for the
trying to
A's.
trade his ass.
Huh?
Billy Bean's trying to trade his ass.
I know. But I still love seeing that fool on the
Moneyball, man.
diamond though. So hoping that they do good things in the playoffs this year. It was heartbreaking to see them lose last year. The way they lost last year, but hopefully it'll be a good year for them.
Georgia.
Go A's.
Russell.
Neil, you want to go? Or
Russell.
Russell?
I'll go. I'll say this. As a Denver Bronco fan, I'm going to say this. Von Miller's an idiot. He's going to get suspended for the season because of his latest actions.
Hey, what did he do, Russell?
He got caught speeding again after coming back from a freaking meeting with the NFL with a suspended license. Oh, I know. I just read some of it, and all I heard was John Fox is not happy. Elway's not happy about it. For a guy who is a nice guy, classy guy, but idiot, young player, dumb.
Is he going to be suspended?
Who knows? His suspension might be extended.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, Denver sucks anyways. Neil?
All right.
Or you want me to go first?
No. To follow suit is like I understand how winners feel. My boy Jerry Jones, Eddie D, Mark Cuban. When you win, people start hating on you, and when you my boy George Steinbrenner. So here I am trying to win our fantasy football, baseball league.
Hey, I'm going to beat you in the baseball, man.
And when I do make trades, everybody be trying to hate on my trades. See, I could have had Colin Kaepernick, but y'all just hated on my offer for Aaron Rodgers. And now I was about to get Alfred Morris and whoever. but then Glenn has to come online and start calling out for boyfriends and stuff. What's up with that? Why can't you let a player play? Don't hate the player, hate the game. That's all I gotta say.
Oh, come on. Glenn tried to offer me Ben Tate and Lance Moore for Eddie Lacy. That's not a good trade.
But that's not about. We don't want to do about losing teams. We're talking about a winning team here.
Yeah, you're losing in baseball right now to somebody who doesn't know shit about baseball.
It doesn't matter.
All right. The bottom line is, Neil, your team sucks, and you're gonna get your ass whooped on the next matchup. With who are you playing next week?
Glenn. He was hating on my trades because he wants to beat me. Come on, man.
All right. Well, I hope Glenn beats you, but but I'm always.
I'll beat you. I'll beat you, Kim.
On to my thought, and I was thinking about this, and I listened to a lot of fluffy music, and it got me to thinking, why don't any of these hip hop artists sample classic sitcom theme music? Wouldn't it be great if you can hear like Kanye West or Jay-Z sampling like the Full House theme, and just kind of and give it an edge, or give it some credibility? It's like and then you just come out with some kind of line.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, no, I mean, think about it. This might actually work. The only theme music that actually does work is the Knight Rider theme, and Busta Rhymes did a sample on that. But that lends itself to something that's pretty easy. You can kind of see it's just a nice beat. But if you pulled, like, say, a step-by-step theme and throw in some rap lyrics in there, try to make it work, that's a challenge. So all the producers out there, I challenge you to lay a track with a TGIF classic sitcom theme and make it a Billboard Top 100. It'll be the most awesome song ever. And that's my final thought. So with that said, we want to thank all the way from Japan, Angelo, and the rest of the Misfits, Captain 150, Double D, Fantasy Expert, Russell. Thank you all for a good show, and we can sign off until next week. Don't forget to like us on Facebook, comment on what you think. Oh, also, before we leave, for next week's shot prediction, to go along with your matchup, Russell has Seattle winning, Neil has Seattle winning, double shot if they don't understand it still. Double D, Seattle. Angelo has Niners, Captain has Niners, and I have Seattle. So, with that said,
Go Niners.
have a good night, y'all.
Aloha.